Like continue on talking about my introduction to Islam, to the Nation of Islam, and we were talking about how my mother quit going to the temples, but she had the basic teaching on how to eat to live, but she went back to eating like the Caucasian wanted us niggas to eat. It wasn't my father, even though my father wasn't an FOI. He was a Mason, but when other brothers asked my father, questioned my father about the way my mother dressed. They said, how you like the way your wife dressed, man? My father said it's all right with me, because he knew the value in the way she was dressed. Because the only reason why they was concerned about it, well, some of her brothers was concerned about it, not the brother that was her brother that was a Muslim. She had two other brothers. They were both straight up gangsters that killed people and stuff like that. And they questioned my dad, said, well, how you like the way she dresses? So my father said, well, it's all right with me. So it wasn't my father that uh, uh, kept her out the Nation of Islam. It was herself. Later in life, I asked her, why did she quit going? She said, because some of the brothers in the temple tried to hit on her. And one brother told her that she can't come back until she bring my dad in. And my dad wasn't coming in because he's a guy that he don't like nobody to order him around or tell him what to do. Although he joined the army back in them days, he was drafted. He didn't join up, he was drafted. But he told me he didn't like taking orders from them white captains, because he said they treated black niggas bad, talked about them, wasn't nothing they could do about them. Talked about them like they was dogs. Made them shine their boots and all like that. Now my uncle that was a Muslim, they drafted him, but he got out of it. Brothers told him how to get out of it. And he got out of it, but it was a dishonorable discharge, but he didn't care. But my father did finished it all the way. He didn't see no combat, and he got an honorable discharge and the benefits that went along with it. And later on, when he died, the little benefits added on to the other benefits that he had built up for my mother and myself came in handy. And my mother seen some ugliness in the Nation of Islam. My grandmother was a pt2, and they don't like nobody telling them what to do. So they were strong-willed like that. But they let the Caucasian tell them what to do because they wanted that money. But they didn't like white people. Except my mother started liking them. Because on TV at that time, all they had was I Love Lucy, Matt Dillon. I think they had Amos and Andy on. But you know how their character was portrayed on television. But you see Matt Dillon and Cheyenne and all those men on TV fighting Indians, you start hating Indians. And they didn't mention nothing about slavery that much back then, how they were treating the black men. They was just showing you movies of how they conquered the West, how they conquered America. Davy Crockett and the Alamo and like that, see. And that's how, from generation after generation, looking at TV, watching movies, James Cagney, gangsters, Humphrey Bogart, gangsters, Edward G. Robinson, gangster, on watching movies starts shaping our characteristics to be like them. And so now you got today's black gangs calling themselves Al Capone, calling themselves Italian names, trying to be gangsters, trying to be tough guys. They don't call themselves no African black names. Some, the brothers that do are more conscious in the mind than black conscious in the mind than the brothers who chasing that dollar. So that's where our dilemma comes in at. We are brainwashed to the point where we chase that almighty dollar, and those of us who are scared to be gangsters are scared to look for alternatives to feed ourselves with, until Elijah came along, showed us an alternative. But when he died, uh, his spirit, his breath of life died. It's not there now. I don't care what no one says. I don't care who you call your spiritual father. It's not there. Because we don't go back from where he first started at teaching. We go back to where he left off at. Even though the paper's name was changed to the Final Call, and that's a problem right there, in a way. So let me address that on the next video. Black Light Out.